Thank you as always, Kim. Of course, this is the first week back to school. We're going to start the week and end the week likely with some thunderstorms. But let's see what it's like out there. Let's go to Chrissy. Will do, Chrissy. And yes, we do have the risk of thunderstorms today across the south and through the northeast of the province. Isolated severe weather. If we see any at all, bigger storms, they would likely be in the southeast of the province. So off goes our cold front, although it's not all that cold behind it. We still have the heat, the humidity for the remainder of the week. And then by the end of the week, with Friday's storms building humidity again, then we're going to see a much more refreshing air mass, after that. So a quick look at our 7. More top 5 lists are found online at theweathernetwork.com, and it just stands to reason that the beginning of school would see us have probably one of the warmest weeks that we'll experience this summer. Not great timing, is it? Let's go to Chrissy right now in Oakville. Oh, Noreen, you're so sweet. You know what? Let's take a look at where we are with our thunderstorm risk. Noreen, you're going to need maybe some rain gear. Well, maybe not. We have a risk of storms across southern Ontario, so not all-day rains by any means. If anything, this cold front comes through and doesn't really bring us a cool down. It's going to be hot and humid for the remainder of the week until the end of the week. By Friday, the potential of some bigger storms.
This one.
More top 5s are found online at theweathernetwork.com. And today, of course, is the day the kids go back to school and recount all of the stories from the past summer. They're going to have a lot of great stories to tell. Maybe not the best of weather, some might argue, but this is going to be a hot week. Let's turn it over to Chrissy and see what it's like out there. Thank you so much. Great advice. Yes, smile. Make sure you have breakfast. So important. We have the risk of some thunderstorms today. Mostly, if we see anything severe, it would likely be in the southeast of the province. And this cold front doesn't actually bring all that much of a cold air mass behind it. It's going to remain hot and sticky for the remainder of the week and ending the week off on Friday with possibly some more storms. Now, behind that front later this week, that's when we may see the cool down. But for the time being, we've got some high pressure during the midweek, and there's our new low coming in. What does it mean? Yeah, we've got humidex readings here approaching 40 by the time we get to Friday, potential some bigger storms, and then the temperatures do drop off into the low 20s, and it will feel refreshing after this week. Thank you so much, Kim. And with all of the excitement of going back to school and so much focus being on the students, as should be the case, we cannot forget about drivers. Here are some tips. And be sure to watch your speed in school zones as well. We have the risk of thunderstorms across southern Ontario and the northeast today. This cold front doesn't really bring in much colder air. If anything, we're seeing humidex readings increasing to the end of the week. It'll feel like 40 close to Friday, and then by Saturday, a drop-off in temperatures coming behind it with some brighter skies, but definitely a humid week. Risk of storms in Ontario, northeast and south today. Possibly some severe weather in the southeast of the province. Cold front coming through doesn't bring down the temperatures. If anything, we see that southwest flow continuing right through until Friday. So today and the end of the week may end up being stormy, and sandwiched in between that is humidity. So give you an idea of what we're talking about here. Looking at this line right here, humidex readings approaching 40 by the time we get to Friday. And then here comes the drop, a much more refreshing air mass with a pretty decent weekend in terms of sunshine on the way Saturday and Sunday for the GTA. In terms of where we're going to be seeing the weather today, well, possibly Toronto, Ottawa, and Montreal.